On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Hometown.
The town or city where one was born or grew up.
Examples:
Hometown celebrity. Hometown memory. I always look forward to going back to my hometown during the holidays.
Savanna.
A mixed forest and grassland ecosystem where the trees are far enough apart that the canopy doesn't close.
Examples:
Savanna region. Tropical savanna. The birds live in tropical forests, savannas, and arid semi-desert environments.
Confederate.
A person who is allied or associated with another person or group, especially in a political or military context, a supporter of the Confederate States of America.
Examples:
Confederate soldier. Confederate government. The two countries are confederates and have a strong alliance.
Lee.
The side or part that is sheltered or facing away from the wind or the direction from which the wind is blowing. A position or location protected from the full force or effects of something, particularly the wind.
Examples:
A natural lee. The lee of the building. The hiker found a calm spot in the lee of the mountain to set up camp.
Boulevard.
A wide street or avenue, often lined with trees and featuring multiple lanes of traffic, sidewalks, and sometimes a central median or promenade.
Examples:
Tree-lined boulevard. Residential boulevard. The new shopping center is on a bustling boulevard in the city's heart.
Swoop.
To rapidly or forcefully descend upon something or someone from a great height or distance, to rush or pounce upon.
Examples:
Swoop down the water slide. Swoop up the escalator. The eagle swooped down from the sky to catch its prey.
Ape.
A large animal with long arms, no tail, and usually a lot of body hair, including gorillas, chimpanzees, orangutans, and gibbons.
Examples:
Jungle ape. Play the ape. The scientist studied the behavior of apes in the wild.
Handlebar.
A horizontal bar or rod attached to the front fork of a bicycle, motorcycle, or other vehicles, used as a handle for steering the vehicle.
Examples:
Handlebar mustache. Grip handlebar. My bike's handlebar is loose and needs to be tightened before I can ride it safely.
Rider.
A clause, amendment, or stipulation added to a legal document or bill. A person who rides on or operates a vehicle or animal. A person who travels a specified distance on horseback to deliver a message.
Examples:
A motorcycle rider. Rider to a bill. The horse rider won first place in the equestrian competition.
Orangutan.
A large long-armed ape with red-brown hair that lives in Borneo and Sumatra and has arboreal habits.
Examples:
Orangutan arm. Female orangutan. The researcher found new species of orangutan on the island.
Rod.
A long, thin, straight piece of wood, metal, or other material used for support, as a weapon, or for punishment.
Examples:
Rod cell. Curtain rod. He used a fishing rod to catch the biggest fish of the day.
Motorcycle.
A two-wheeled vehicle that is driven by an engine and has no pedals.
Examples:
Motorcycle gangster. Electric motorcycle. He had his motorcycle license revoked for drunken driving.
Sack.
A bag or pouch, typically made of fabric or leather, used to hold something valuable or important, a structure resembling a bag in an animal or plant.
Examples:
Sack contents. Abdominal sac. I placed my valuables in the sack before heading out on my hike.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Intersect.
To meet or cross one another.
Examples:
Intersect at a point. Railways intersect the country. Her multidisciplinary works intersect music and picture with writing.
Wham.
A sudden, forceful impact or blow, a loud noise or sound effect used in music or film.
Examples:
Wham sound effect. Wham noise. The car hit the curb with a loud wham, causing some damage to the tire.
Sedan.
A car with 4 doors and a closed roof, designed to seat a small number of passengers in comfort. A type of automobile that is larger and more luxurious than a compact or subcompact car.
Examples:
Sedan car. A black sedan. I prefer driving a sedan over a larger SUV because it's easier to park.
Mangle.
To damage or alter something by twisting, crushing, or pressing it out of shape.
Examples:
Mangle my foot. Mangled their favorite toy. The machine mangled the sheet of metal beyond repair.
Pave.
To cover something with a hard, flat material such as stones, bricks, or concrete to make it suitable for travel or use.
Examples:
Pave a new path. Pave a smoother road. They paved the courtyard with bricks, giving it a more polished appearance.
Stretch.
To make or be capable of making anything longer or broader without hurting or breaking.
Examples:
Stretch along the coast. Stretch a story. Some herds have been observed to stretch hundreds of kilometers.
Prompt.
To make someone decide to or try to do something, or to make something happen.
Examples:
Prompt a feeling of hunger. Prompt a debate. That incident prompted a nationwide chain reaction regarding the crackdown on illegal groups.
Cast.
To cause light or shadow to appear on a surface, to assign or choose someone such as an actor or representative, especially by selection process.
Examples:
Cast a ballot. Cast a charming eye. This accident cast a dark shadow over their lives.
Chin.
The lowermost part of a person's face, below the mouth and above the neck.
Examples:
A jutting chin. Chin rest. He scraped his chin when he fell off his bike.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Steel.
A strong metal alloy made up of iron with typically a few tenths of a % of carbon used for making things that need a strong structure.
Examples:
Magnetic steel. Steel beam. This bridge is the third largest steel bridge in the world.
Ankle.
The part or joint connecting the foot to the leg.
Examples:
Ankle injury. Pair of ankle boots. He accidentally sprained his ankle playing squash.
Accident.
An unfortunate event, especially one causing damage or injury.
Examples:
Cause an accident. Injury in a car accident. The accident partially destroyed my vehicle.
Medically.
In a way that relates to the practice of medicine and the treatment of illness and injury.
Examples:
Medically endorsed method. In a medically effective manner. A decade ago, it was medically impossible to cure this disease completely.
Bible.
The sacred writings of the Christian religions, consisting of the Old and New Testaments, a book regarded as authoritative in its field.
Examples:
A passage from the Bible. Believe Bible prophecy. Students have loved this textbook for many years as a biology Bible.
Routine.
A usual or habitual way of doing things, a set sequence of steps, part of a larger computer program.
Examples:
routine business, a built-in diagnostic routine. She studies gardening on a routine basis.
Alkaline.
Having a pH greater than 7, meaning it is basic rather than acidic, having properties or characteristics similar to an alkali.
Examples:
alkaline water, alkaline food. An alkaline environment is necessary for certain types of plants to grow.
Phosphatase.
An enzyme that catalyzes the hydrolysis of phosphoric acid esters into phosphoric acid and an alcohol or other donor.
Examples:
serine phosphatase, alkaline phosphatase. The scientist used a phosphatase enzyme to study the role of proteins in cellular processes.
Whim.
A sudden idea or desire, especially one that cannot be reasonably explained.
Examples:
at the whim of circumstance, whim of youth. He quit his job on a whim and moved to a new city.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
scan the face of a man. Scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience. X-ray. A type of electromagnetic radiation that has a wavelength shorter than visible light, allowing hidden objects such as bones and organs inside the body to be photographed.
Examples:
X-ray scan. An X-ray of arteries. The doctor ordered an X-ray to see if there was any damage to the bones.
Tumor.
A mass of diseased tissue that forms when cells in the body divide and grow in an uncontrolled way.
Examples:
tumor growth. Tumor at remote sites. The patient was diagnosed with a tumor in her lung.
Consistent.
Always behaving or happening in the same way, or having the same thoughts, standards, etc.
Examples:
do on a consistent basis. Get consistent results. You are not consistent in your behavior.
Benign.
Kind and gentle, not harmful or malicious.
Examples:
benign tumor. A benign smile. The lump was discovered to be benign, and no further treatment was needed.
Convert.
To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples:
convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples.
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Horrify.
To shock or disgust greatly.
Examples.
Horrify audience. Horrify victims. The series of terrorist attacks horrify the entire nation.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples.
Cancer diagnosis. Cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Coincidence.
An occasion when two or more similar things happen at the same time by chance, in a surprising way.
Examples.
The coincidence of an opinion. By a strange coincidence. It was a pure coincidence that we met her in the library.
Identical.
Being the exact same one.
Examples.
Pair of identical twins. An identical equation. Infant formulas are nutritionally almost identical to a mother's breast milk.
Twin.
Either of two children born at the same time from the same mother.
Examples.
A twin lens camera. A twin room. Its twin brothers are difficult to tell apart except for their parents.
Purple.
Of a color intermediate between red and blue.
Examples.
Deep purple. Purple sweet potatoes. The plant has a stunning purple blossom.
Nickname.
A familiar or humorous name given to a person or thing instead of or as well as the real name.
Examples.
Endearing nickname. Nickname for a person. The team has a nickname for their star player, the ace.
Grim.
Looking or sounding very serious or gloomy.
Examples.
Grim reality. A grim-featured man. The result presented a grim picture of inefficiency and corruption.
Humor.
The quality of being amusing or funny, the liquid parts of the body.
Examples.
Sardonic humor. Vitreous humor. My wife seems to be in ill humor.
Feiler.
Someone or something that arranges items in a particular order or system. A person who submits documents, such as legal paperwork or official forms.
Examples.
Feiler specialist. Filer for tax returns. The office hired a filer assistant to help manage the mounting paperwork.
Twirl.
To rotate rapidly around a central point, to spin or whirl around in a circular or spiral motion.
Examples:
Twirl a ribbon. Twirl a hula hoop. She twirled her hair absent-mindedly as she listened to the conversation.
Tumble.
To fall suddenly, often uncontrollably, to topple or turn over, to decline sharply and quickly in value, quality, or performance.
Examples:
Tumble down the hill. Confidence tumbles as unemployment rates rose. The value of the currency tumbled against major international currencies.
Glee.
A feeling of great happiness, joy, or pleasure, often accompanied by laughter or exuberance, a sense of delighted satisfaction from a positive result or accomplishment.
Examples:
Jumping for glee. Glee club. The children's faces were filled with glee as they ran around the playground.
Crumble.
To break or fall apart into small pieces or fragments, especially due to age, decay, or lack of support.
Examples:
Crumble to dust. Began to crumble under financial pressure. The old building was starting to crumble due to years of neglect and lack of maintenance.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Scowl.
To look at someone or something in an angry or disapproving way, typically by frowning or making a facial expression that shows displeasure or annoyance. Noun, an expression on one's face that shows displeasure, annoyance, or anger.
Examples:
Scowl of disapproval. Scowl darkly. He scowled in disappointment when he realized he had forgotten his wallet.
Aisle.
A passage between rows of seats in a theater, airplane, or other public building, typically one of two or more running parallel with the main body of the structure.
Examples:
Aisle seat. The center aisle of a church. She walked down the aisle to the front of the church.
Yearn.
To strongly desire or long for something.
Examples:
Yearn after my old days. Yearn for love. She yearned for the days when things were simpler.
Approval.
The belief that someone or something is good or acceptable.
Examples:
A written approval. Express my approval. This project took a lot of time to get the president's approval.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Council.
A group of people who have been elected or appointed to make decisions or give advice on a particular subject or in a particular place.
Examples:
Other council members. City council election. The city council voted to approve the new development project.
Upbeat.
Positive, optimistic, or enthusiastic in attitude or outlook, having a lively or energetic rhythm or tempo, especially in music.
Examples:
Upbeat attitude. Remain upbeat about the future. The upbeat music helped to lift her spirits and put her in a good mood.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
Naturally arising. Naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Apparently.
Based on what you have heard or read.
Examples:
Apparently simple. Apparently unrelated. The police apparently believed this explanation was plausible.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Certificate.
An official document stating that the information contained within is true.
Examples:
Official score certificate. A birth certificate. He received a certificate in computer programming from the local college.
License.
An official permission or authorization to do, use, or own something. A legal document that grants the holder the right to perform certain activities, such as driving a car, practicing a profession, or using a particular product or service.
Examples:
License renewal. Software license. Before driving, ensure you have a valid driver's license.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Session.
A formal meeting or series of meetings for the execution of a particular group's functions, a period spent doing a particular activity.
Examples:
The morning session. The court session. Parliament is now in session.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
Reject the proposal. Reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Nominee.
A person who is proposed as a candidate or contender for a position, award, or honor.
Examples:
Oscar nominee. Presidential nominee. The nominee for the upcoming election vows to make positive changes in their community.
Efficient.
Performing at the highest level of productivity with the least wasted effort or resources, capable of achieving maximum output with minimum wasted effort, time, or materials.
Examples:
Efficient operation. Energy efficient appliances. The new washing machine is much more efficient than the old one.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Proposal.
A formal suggestion or offer, sometimes a written one.
Examples:
An innovative proposal. Details of his proposal. Our skeleton outline of the proposal met with much opposition.
Graduated.
Having received a degree from a school, college, or university, marked with or divided into levels or degrees.
Examples:
Graduated taxation. Graduated flask. She was a graduated student of a prestigious university.
Hostel.
A type of inexpensive lodging or accommodation, often offering shared rooms and facilities and frequently used by travelers, backpackers, or students.
Examples:
Hostel accommodation. Youth hostel. Many students choose to live in a hostel during their college years.
Castle.
A large building, typically of the medieval period, fortified against attack with thick walls, battlements, towers, and often a moat.
Examples:
The ruins of a castle. Castle moat. The medieval castle was surrounded by a moat and had high walls for protection.
Sneak.
To go somewhere, or take someone or something somewhere secretly or stealthily, to steal or do something secretly or stealthily.
Examples:
Sneak a cigarette. Sneak out of danger. The children tried to sneak out and eat the candy.
Moat.
A deep, wide ditch, typically filled with water, surrounding a castle, fort, or town, primarily as a defense.
Examples:
The moat around the castle. Fill in a moat. The castle had a deep moat around it to protect it from attackers.
Fence.
A structure, usually made of wood or metal, that encloses an area, typically for protection or to keep animals or people in or out. A dealer in stolen property.
Examples:
Fence post. A brushwood fence. She planted a hedge to serve as a natural fence around her garden.
Cow.
A domesticated mammal with characteristic features such as a hump, large udders, and curved horns that is raised for its milk or meat.
Examples:
Cowherd. Dairy cow. The farmer milked the cows every morning before breakfast.
Thud.
A dull, heavy sound made when a heavy object falls or strikes a surface, often with a low frequency and resonance.
Examples:
Thud of footsteps. A distant thud. The loud thud of the door closing echoed through the empty hallway.
Mud.
A soft, wet, sticky earth or clay.
Examples:
Mud wall. Mud volcano. The mud of the swamp made it difficult to walk through the field.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Tiptoe.
A way of walking quietly and cautiously, with the weight balanced mainly on the balls of the feet and the heels lifted off the ground. A type of shoe or slipper that has a thin sole and is designed for quiet walking. Verb, to walk quietly and carefully, balancing on the tips of one's toes or the balls of one's feet.
Examples:
Tiptoe approach. Tiptoe around the issue. I walked on tiptoe to avoid waking up my sleeping baby.
Dung.
Solid waste from animals, especially from large animals such as cattle and horses. Verb, to fertilize or dress with animals' excrement.
Examples:
Ball of dung. Dung the land. You can see the horse dung on the country road.
Doze.
To sleep lightly or for a short period of time.
Examples:
Doze over a book. Doze in the sun. He dozed off in his chair while watching TV.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples.
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Orchard.
A piece of land that is planted with fruit trees, such as apples, pears, or cherries.
Examples.
Local apple orchard. Orchard tree. The farmer owns an orchard where he grows apples, pears, and plums.
Frank.
Honest and sincere, open and candid in expression.
Examples.
Frank and open discussion. Make a frank apology. Full involvement means frank and prompt responses.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples.
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Encouraging.
Giving hope, confidence, or support, inspiring.
Examples.
Encouraging approval. Encouraging sign. The test results were encouraging and showed improvement.
Puddle.
A small pool of water, especially on a flat surface, a small and usually shallow accumulation of any liquid substance.
Examples.
Puddle of water. Step in a puddle. The rain had formed a large puddle on the sidewalk.
Ripple.
A small wave on the surface of a liquid, typically caused by an object falling into it or a slight wind.
Examples.
A ripple of laughter. Ripple in the water. Many businesses felt the ripple effect of the economy's decline.
Thrash.
To beat violently with a stick or whip, to move violently and uncontrollably, to defeat soundly in a competition or contest.
Examples.
Thrash about with pain. Thrash out a deal. He thrashed in the water when he realized he was too far from the shore.
Glint.
To shine or sparkle with a brief, sudden light, to give a glimpse or hint of something. Noun, a quick or sudden flash of light, often reflecting off a surface.
Examples.
Glint coldly. A glint in his eye. The sun glinted off the water, creating a dazzling display of light.
Biopsy.
The process of removing and examining tissue from the body of the sick person to determine the existence or cause of a disease.
Examples.
Biopsy of bone marrow. Liquid biopsy. The doctor performed an excisional breast biopsy.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Osteosarcoma.
A type of cancer that primarily affects the bone, particularly in children and young adults, characterized by the formation of malignant tumors made of immature bone cells.
Examples:
Metastatic osteosarcoma. Pediatric osteosarcoma. Doctors recommended an osteosarcoma-specific treatment to target the tumor more effectively.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability. Survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Cocktail.
A drink, usually an alcoholic one, made by mixing one or more spirits, equals strong alcoholic drinks, and fruit juice, an appetizer served as a first course at a meal.
Examples:
A light cocktail. Cocktail of chemicals. We invited some friends for a cocktail party.
Chemo.
Short for chemotherapy, a treatment for cancer that uses drugs to destroy cancer cells.
Examples:
Chemo patient. Chemoradiotherapy. The side effects of chemo, such as nausea and hair loss, were a major concern for the patient.
Regimen.
A prescribed course of medical treatment, diet, or exercise for the promotion or restoration of health.
Examples:
Fitness regimen. Regimen of chemotherapy. My doctor prescribed a strict regimen of exercise and healthy eating to help me lose weight.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Dose.
A quantity or amount of medicine or a drug that is taken or administered at one time, typically measured out in specific units, a similar measure of exposure to a harmful substance or radiation.
Examples:
Dose adjustment. Daily dose. She took the recommended dose of medication to treat her headache.
Surgery.
Medical treatment of injuries or diseases involving an incision with instruments and often removing or replacing some parts of the body, the branch of medical science that treats disease or injury by operative procedures.
Examples:
cardiac surgery, the professor of surgery. He had undergone heart surgery years before.
Surgeon.
A doctor who is trained to perform medical operations that involve cutting open a person's body.
Examples:
an excellent brain surgeon, army surgeon. He is a skilled surgeon that has many years of training and experience.
Memorial.
A structure or monument to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
memorial address, memorial park. The war memorial stands as a reminder of the sacrifices made by our ancestors.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Titanic.
Of or having a great size, power, or influence, of or relating to titanium, equals a light, strong gray, lustrous, corrosion-resistant metallic element.
Examples:
Titanic battle, Titanic compound. The Titanic ship sank on its maiden voyage.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
enormous amount, enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Screw.
To turn something, such as a bolt, with a driver or wrench to tighten or loosen it. Noun, a cylindrical rod with a helical ridge used to fasten things together.
Examples:
screw the cap, a female screw. He had to screw the loose knob back onto the cabinet door.
Pelvic.
Of or relating to the pelvis, the lower part of the trunk of the human body, between the hips.
Examples:
pelvic pain, pelvic exam. The pelvic region is an important area of the human anatomy.
Fibula.
The smaller of the two bones in the lower leg, located on the lateral side of the tibia.
Examples:
broken fibula, fibula muscles. She has a fibula bone deformity that makes it hard for her to run.
Calf.
A young cow, bull, or other domestic bovine animals.
Examples:
baby calf, a calf elephant. The newborn calf stood on wobbly legs, trying to find its mother's milk.
Relocate.
To move or move something or someone to a new place and build a house or a business there.
Examples:
Relocate a company. Relocate with a new job. The university relocated to campuses several miles away.
Thigh.
The part of the human leg between the hip and the knee. In animals, the corresponding upper part of the hind leg.
Examples:
Thigh muscle. Chicken thigh. The marathon runner felt a cramp in her thigh at the 20th mile.
Vascular.
Of or relating to blood vessels, especially the veins and arteries that carry blood throughout the body.
Examples:
Vascular disease. Vascular surgery. The doctor detected a blockage in the patient's vascular system.
Quadriceps.
A group of 4 muscles located at the front of the thigh, responsible for extending and flexing the leg at the knee joint.
Examples:
Overdeveloped quadriceps. Quadriceps stretch. Strong quadriceps muscles are essential for runners.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Reward.
A thing given in acknowledgement of service, hard work, achievement, etc.
Examples:
The reward for good works. Shopping rewards cards. Night fishing has a lot of rewards.
Nightmare.
A very frightening or unpleasant dream.
Examples:
Have a nightmare. Nightmare situation. Life as a waiter was a big nightmare for him.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Coffin.
A box or container used to bury a dead body, a case or structure resembling a coffin.
Examples:
Coffin lid. Wooden coffin. The priest prayed over the coffin before it was lowered into the ground.
Immune.
Protected against a particular disease or toxin due to the presence of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells.
Examples:
Immune from criminal prosecution. The cell of the immune system. The vaccination does not necessarily make you completely immune.
Infectious.
Able to be passed quickly from one person animal, or plant to another, especially through air or water.
Examples:
An infectious fever. Person's smile is infectious. Leprosy is an indolent infectious disease.
Ward.
A room in a hospital for patients requiring special care.
Examples:
A children's ward. Ward nurse. The patient was moved to the intensive care ward for further treatment.
Mask.
To conceal something, noun, a covering that you wear over your face to hide it.
Examples:
Mask body odor. An oxygen mask. The politician tried to mask the corruption.
Extraneous.
Irrelevant or unrelated to the subject at hand, not essential or necessary, coming from or existing outside of something.
Examples:
Extraneous variables. Extraneous details. The extraneous information in the report made it difficult to understand the main points.
In-law.
A relative by marriage, such as a mother-in-law, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law.
Examples:
Future in-law. Meeting in-laws. My sister-in-law is a pediatrician who works in a children's hospital.
Absence.
The fact or condition of being away from a place where they are typically anticipated to be.
Examples:
Absence from work. A leave of absence. Another critical factor of child poverty is the father's absence.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
Scream a profanity. Scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Primal.
Of or relating to the earliest stage of development, fundamental, primitive.
Examples:
Primal eras. Primal fear. The primal instincts of the animal kicked in when it was threatened.
Striking.
Interesting and distinctive enough to draw notice, exceedingly appealing, frequently in an odd manner.
Examples:
Striking innovation. Striking evidence. The two plays have a number of striking parallels.
Pound.
The standard unit of money in the UK, the standard unit of weight equal to 16 ounces.
Examples:
3/4 of a pound. thousands of pounds. The car's front bumper cost £1,500.
Repulse.
To drive or force back, to reject with disgust or aversion.
Examples:
Repulse an attack. Repulse an invader. The army was repulsed by the enemy and forced to retreat.
Magnet.
An object or substance that can attract certain materials, such as iron or steel.
Examples:
Magnet attraction. Permanent magnet. The MRI machine uses magnets to produce images of the body's internal organs.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly, or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Deck.
A flat surface that is usually made of wood or other material and is attached to a building, vehicle, or other structure.
Examples:
Deck chairs. Hands on deck. She sat on the ship's deck, watching the sunset over the ocean.
Passport.
An official document issued by a government used to verify the identity and nationality of a person for international travel.
Examples:
Passport renewal. Passport document. Carrying a valid passport is mandatory when traveling to most foreign countries.
Intimacy.
Close familiarity or friendship, a close, familiar, and usually affectionate or loving personal relationship with another person.
Examples:
On terms of intimacy. Build intimacy. They were looking for intimacy in their relationship and wanted to be close to each other.
Invitation.
A spoken or written request to participate or be present or take part in something.
Examples:
A letter of invitation. Invitation of foreign investment. I will be very happy to accept your invitation.
Mandate.
An official or authoritative instruction or command, a commission or authority to carry out a particular task.
Examples:
Mandate obligation. An imperial mandate. The mandate given to the new government is to improve the economy.
Vital.
Necessary for the success or continued existence of something.
Examples:
Play a vital role. Vital for a healthy society. Perseverance and optimism are vital to success.
Arena.
A large, flat area, often circular or oval-shaped, designed to showcase theater, musical performances, or sporting events.
Examples:
Indoor arena. Political arena. The company is planning to build a 20,000-seat arena with a retractable roof.
Sensitive.
Able to notice slight changes, signals, or influences. Able to feel or perceive others' feelings. Susceptible to the things people say or do.
Examples.
Sensitive documents. Baby with sensitive skin. The teacher is very sensitive to children's feelings.
Frightening.
Causing fear or alarm, or very surprising and alarming.
Examples.
Cast frightening eyes. Frightening experience. The news of the pandemic was a frightening reminder of the fragility of human health.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples.
Transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.
Ounce.
A unit of weight equal to approximately 28 grams.
Examples.
Ounce weight. Have an ounce of confidence. 1 ounce of gold is worth much money.
Compassionate.
Feeling or showing sympathy and concern for the suffering or bad luck of others.
Examples.
A compassionate heart. Compassionate leave. My father has a serious and compassionate personality.
Lift.
To raise something to a higher position or level, to pick up something or somebody and move them to a different position.
Examples.
Lift sagging skin. Lift a ban on alcohol. The drought lifted the prices of grain globally.
Crutch.
A device used to provide support or stability to a person with limited mobility or strength, such as a cane, walker, or pair of crutches. Anything that is relied upon excessively or used as a way of avoiding difficulty or responsibility.
Examples.
Crutch support. Emotional crutch. He walked with the aid of a crutch after breaking his leg in a skiing accident.
Cling.
To hold on to something tightly, to be closely attached to someone or something.
Examples.
Cling on to power. Cling tightly to the skin. He clings to the hope that he will find a job soon.
Hallway.
An interior passage or corridor onto which rooms open.
Examples.
The head of a hallway. Wax a hallway floor. He dashed down a hallway to a bathroom.
Sponge.
A soft material with many microscopic pores that can absorb a large amount of liquid and is used for washing and cleaning.
Examples.
Sea sponge. Metallic sponge. The tiny marine sponge has existed for more than 500 million years.
Grasping.
Eager in acquiring or wanting to acquire more wealth, property, or power than is necessary.
Examples:
Grasping landlord. Grasping disposition. He was criticized for his grasping attitude, always looking for ways to make more money.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Yoga.
A Hindu spiritual and ascetic discipline including breath control, simple meditation, and the adoption of specific bodily postures, which is widely practiced for health and relaxation.
Examples:
Aerial yoga. Yoga teacher. Many people find that regular yoga practice can help reduce stress and anxiety.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Seminar.
A group meeting or class for discussion, teaching, or training on a particular subject.
Examples:
Business seminar. Academic seminar. I'm attending a leadership seminar next week.
Compliance.
The act of following rules or regulations, often willingly or voluntarily, the act of conforming to a set of standards or guidelines.
Examples:
Compliance audit. Regulatory compliance. Conservation groups praised the company's compliance with environmental regulations.
Addiction.
The inability to stop using or doing something as a habit, especially something harmful.
Examples:
Alcohol addiction. Addiction to foreign oil. He is now fighting his addiction to drugs.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Capture.
To catch a person or an animal and confine them in an area which they cannot escape.
Examples:
Capture a glimpse. Capture customers' hearts. I was able to capture the moment on film.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Upright.
Perpendicular to a horizontal surface or line, adverb, in a vertical position.
Examples:
Upright posture. Sit upright in a chair. The bookcase was upright against the wall.
Cowboy.
A man, typically one on horseback, who herds and tends cattle, especially in the western U.S., a person who behaves roughly or recklessly, typically a man, a skilled ranch worker who is adept at many tasks, especially those involving horses and cattle.
Examples:
Cowboy rodeo. Cowboy boots. The cowboy hat she wore added to her rugged and tough look.
Manliness.
The qualities or attributes traditionally associated with being a man, such as strength, courage, physical prowess, honor, and assertiveness.
Examples:
Manliness qualities. Traditional manliness. Growing a beard has long been associated with manliness in many cultures.
Boring.
Lacking interest or excitement, tedious or dull.
Examples:
Boring work. Boring day. The lecture was so boring that many people fell asleep.
Obscure.
Not well known to many people.
Examples:
Obscure answer. Obscure artist. This information was primarily obscured in the first release.
Convertible.
Capable of being converted, transformed, or adapted, often used to describe something that can be changed or modified into a different form or function.
Examples:
Convertible car. Convertible currency. We bought a convertible sofa for the guest room to be used as a bed when we have overnight visitors.
Impatience.
A feeling of restlessness or irritation caused by a desire for something to happen or be done more quickly, lack of patience.
Examples:
Impatience with delays. business impatience. The doctor advised him to manage his impatience as stress could exacerbate his medical condition.
League.
An association of sports teams who compete against each other, an obsolete unit of distance of variable length, equal to about 3 miles or 4,000 meters.
Examples:
League championship, a baseball league. He was recruited to play in the professional league.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Brokerage.
The business of buying and selling goods or services on behalf of others, often for a commission or fee. The activity of acting as an intermediary or agent in negotiations or deals between two parties.
Examples:
Mortgage brokerage, international brokerage. I need to contact a brokerage firm to help me invest my money.
Setback.
An unfortunate happening that hinders or impedes a reversal or check in progress.
Examples:
Major setback. Suffer a setback. The team experienced a setback when their star player was injured during the game.
Aspiration.
A strong desire to achieve something, the action or process of drawing breath.
Examples:
No aspiration for fame. Aspiration into the lungs. He has an aspiration to become a doctor.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Succumb.
To fail to oppose something, such as desire, pressure, or some other opposing force. To die or suffer badly from the effect of a disease or injury.
Examples:
Succumb to cancer. Succumb to old age. He finally succumbed to temptation.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Pose.
To present a risk, problem, or other issues that must be addressed.
Examples:
Pose a significant threat to my company. Pose a challenge. The chemicals pose a massive health risk.
Threshold.
The floor or ground that forms the bottom of a doorway and offers support when passing through a doorway, the smallest detectable sensation.
Examples:
The threshold between rooms. High pain threshold. She's on the threshold of adulthood.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Unchanged.
Not altered, modified, or varied in any way.
Examples:
Unchanged routine. Unchanged from the previous month. The company's policy remained unchanged despite the criticism.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Tragedy.
An event or situation causing great loss, misfortune, or destruction. A play or literature that deals with a severe and sad event and often ends with the death of the main character.
Examples:
A tragedy during work. The aftermath of this tragedy. Macbeth is a famous tragedy by Shakespeare.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Pedestrian.
A person who is in the street, especially in an area where vehicles go.
Examples:
Pedestrian accident. Pedestrian safety. A pedestrian is an uncommon sight in this area.
Wander.
To walk around slowly or to a place, often without any clear purpose or direction.
Examples:
Wander alone in a strange country. Wander far from home. I often wander around the park for half an hour.
Arcade.
A covered passageway or walkway, often lined with shops or restaurants, a series of arches supported by columns, a type of video game in which the player controls a character moving through a series of levels and obstacles.
Examples:
Arcade games. Colonnaded arcade. The public arcade was filled with the sound of children laughing and playing games.
Leisure.
The freedom provided by the absence of pressures or responsibilities.
Examples:
Leisure activity. A person of leisure. I like to spend my leisure time playing sports or reading on weekends.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples:
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Pace.
The speed at which someone or something moves, or the rate at which something happens or changes.
Examples:
At your own pace. The runner's pace. The economy is growing at a supercharged pace.
Ode.
A lyrical poem that expresses feelings or praise for a person, place, or thing. A poem that is marked by a prominent theme or tone.
Examples:
Nature ode. An ode to love. The poet composed a beautiful ode to nature and its wonders.
Motto.
A phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples:
The motto for safe traffic. Company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Behold.
To look at and observe with attention.
Examples:
Behold the sunrise. A joy to behold. His angry expression was not a pleasant sight to behold.
Pause.
To take a short break from talking or doing something before continuing.
Examples:
Pause a moment. Pause for a reaction. The man paused before opening the door.
Liberty.
The state of being free within society from oppressive restrictions imposed by authority on one's way of life, behavior, or political views.
Examples:
Personal liberty. Liberty as a right. The founding fathers fought for the liberty of the American people.
Fallow.
Describing land that is unplanted or uncultivated, describing a period of rest or inactivity, particularly about land being left to rest.
Examples:
Fallow period. Fallow ground. The fallow field was left unplanted to allow the soil to regain nutrients.
Reunite.
To bring two or more people together again after a period of separation.
Examples:
Reunite after 5 years. Reunite with my friend. The band will reunite only for this show.
Surround.
To be all around something or somebody.
Examples:
Surround a town. A stone wall surrounds the palace. On 3 sides, mountains surround the settlement.
Jubilee.
A special anniversary or celebration, especially one marking a 25th, 50th, or 60th year.
Examples:
Jubilee procession, Golden Jubilee. The royal family celebrated their jubilee with a parade and a special concert.
Origin:
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Shyness:
The quality or state of being worried or embarrassed about meeting and speaking to other people.
Examples:
Lose some of my shyness. Shyness barrier. He finally overcame his shyness.
Anniversary:
The annual recurrence of a date marking a notable event, a date on which an event occurred in a previous year.
Examples:
Anniversary celebration. A bicentennial anniversary. They celebrated their 10th anniversary with a romantic dinner.
President:
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Limb:
An arm and leg of a person or animal.
Examples:
A prosthetic limb. Limb amputation. You should wrap the bandage carefully and firmly around the injured limb.
Salvage:
The act of saving or rescuing something from potential loss or destruction, the property or items that are saved or rescued in this way. Verb: to save, recover, or rescue something from a dangerous, damaged, or deteriorating situation.
Examples:
Salvage operation. Salvage a sunken ship. The salvage yard was full of old cars waiting to be scrapped.
Euphemism:
A mild or indirect word or expression used in place of one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing.
Examples:
Genteel euphemism. A euphemism for death. The company used the euphemism downsizing to describe the layoffs of hundreds of employees.
Flip:
To turn over into a different position quickly, to throw or toss with a light motion.
Examples:
Flip over the pork chop. Flip a coin. He flipped when he heard that he had been accepted into the university.
Harvest:
Yields of plants in a single growing season, the period of the year when gathering occurs on a farm.
Examples:
A scanty harvest. Reap a harvest. During harvest, farmers are incredibly busy.
Miracle:
An act or occurrence that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws, and is therefore believed to be caused by God.
Examples:
Miracle person. Economic miracle. The doctors said that her recovery was a miracle.
Psalm.
A song or hymn of praise to God, used in the Christian and Jewish religions.
Examples:
Psalm book. A chanted psalm. He sang a psalm in church, praising the Lord.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Quarterly.
Happening every 3 months.
Examples:
Quarterly publication. Quarterly review. The company released its quarterly earnings report.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
Financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Hobble.
To walk with difficulty, often due to injury or disability, to hamper or impede someone's progress or movement.
Examples:
Hobble down the street. Hobble due to injury. She had to hobble with crutches after breaking her ankle.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
The span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Announce.
To make something known or officially inform people about something.
Examples:
Announce candidacy. Announce the award winners. The third season of the anime show has been announced.
Decode.
To convert something, such as a message or piece of information, from a specific form into one that you can understand.
Examples:
Decode a message. Ability to decode the differences. The software could decode the encrypted data and reveal the hidden information.
Genome.
The complete set or sequence of genes of a human, animal, plant, or other living things.
Examples:
Sequencing of the human genome. Genome analyses. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion chemical base pairs.
Tissue.
An ensemble of similar cells of the animal or plant that together carry out a specific function.
Examples:
A facial tissue. Loss of muscle tissue. The researcher separated the nervous tissue for microscopic examinations.
Sarcoma.
A type of cancer that originates from connective tissues such as bones, muscles, blood vessels, or cartilage, which occurs in various parts of the body and are characterized by the abnormal growth of malignant cells.
Examples:
Soft tissue sarcoma. Osteogenic sarcoma. My uncle is starting a new chemotherapy regimen for his bone sarcoma this week.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Epidemiology.
The study of the distribution and determinants of health-related states or events, including diseases, in specified populations, and the application of this study to the control of health problems.
Examples:
Epidemiology research. Cancer epidemiology. The epidemiology of influenza has been well studied over the years, leading to the development of effective vaccines and treatment strategies.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Excuse.
A reason or explanation, either true or invented, given to justify a fault or defend your behavior. Verb, to make someone free from blame or clear from guilt.
Examples:
Excuse for inaction. Perfect excuse. He quickly fabricated an excuse for not attending the meeting.
Pal.
A close friend.
Examples:
Baseball pal. Longtime pal. She is a pen pal of mine.
Someplace.
Somewhere without specifying a particular or exact location.
Examples:
From someplace deep inside. Someplace quiet. Let's go someplace new and try something we have not done before.